This House now resumes its sitting. I now call on the Honorable Tanique Maduro.
Good day, Madam Speaker and Ministers of the Virgin Islands. I am Honorable Tanique Maduro, Premier of the Virgin Islands, and I firmly believe in never putting a limit on ourselves or our country. As a Premier, I propose two constitutional changes that will benefit our community and help us reach our full potential. Firstly, I propose a mandate that ensures our infrastructure is well maintained and immediately addressed. Not only when visitors travel to our shores, our young people in engineering will also be provided with scholarships to ensure we always have competent individuals who can help fix our road issues. With an annual budget of $1.5 million, the Ministry of Communication and Works will be responsible for ensuring our roads are safe and in good condition. Secondly, every school on the island should be a safe zone for everyone, with proper security measures in place and safeguards to help people cross the road safely. We can make this a reality. I challenge the Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports to make all schools on the island safe by the end of next year. With adequate funding of $1 million so we can ensure our children have a safe, secure environment to learn and grow. We should keep pushing forward and striving for excellence. Let's continue working together to ensure the Virgin Islands reach their full potential. Thank you for your time, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I now call on the Honorable Sion Pope.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Honorable Sion Pope, and I wish to inspire you with my favorite quote. Be the best version of yourself and have a positive mindset. Today, I am here to propose two constitutional changes that will benefit our country. Firstly, I am concerned about the water supply in some districts where it is frequently turned off. This situation leads to a poor standard of living for people in the community. It causes hygiene issues for personal care and keeping homes clean. Therefore, I suggest improving the water supply to increase the standard of living and installing more water tanks. Secondly, I propose reducing the ferry service fare as traveling is essential, especially for health care service to the U.S. Virgin Islands. However, the high ferry fare is making it difficult for people. Therefore, I suggest partnering with the U.S. Virgin Islands to make traveling more affordable and comfortable. To do these proposals, I suggest a budget of $1.2 million, and the legislative branch of government will deal with both proposals. Madam Speaker, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Honorable. I now call on the Honorable Antonio Seabaran.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. I stand before you today to discuss two possible constitutional changes that could positively impact our nation. But before that, I would like to share with you a quote that has always resonated with me. As we take our places in the General Assembly and at the council meetings, let us begin all our work in the name of God, for the solution of all our problems is a spiritual one. Madam Speaker, we are at a critical juncture in our nation's history where we must protect our coastal areas from natural disasters like Hurricane Irma. We must develop more recovery sites and protect our mangrove forests, crucial in preventing soil erosion and preserving biodiversity. Additionally, our hospitals need better equipment, including life support machines and more MRI scanners. Without these resources, we risk further compromising the health and well-being of our citizens, as we have seen in recent incidents. I wish to allot $2.5 million for the financial year to help support these initiatives. I urge you, Madam Speaker, to support these changes, for they are the keys to our nation's prosperous and healthy future. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Honorable. I now call on the Honorable Kelvin Smith Jr.
Good morning, Honorables of the House of Assembly. Madam Speaker, may I introduce myself? My name is Kevin Smith Jr., Premier of the British Virgin Islands. Before we start, I may say my quote. Men well governed should seek after no other liberty, for there can be no greater liberty than a good government. Now, on a serious note, I have two constitutional changes I would like to make happen. Number one, our parents' payment. Our parents' payment have been getting cut short, so we have been having trouble paying rent, light bills, groceries, etc. We need to fix getting our parents' bonuses and even our raising pay also being paid on time. 2. Hospitals need to have better tools to help people with their problems. Why do we have to fly out for treatment for cancer? Why do we have to fly out for treatment for a bad accident? Why? My budget for this proposal will be $50,000. Me, the legislative branch of the government, will be responsible. We all need to come together to fix things here in the British Virgin Islands. Madam Speaker, I have nothing more to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. I now call on the Honorable Brielle Williams.
Good morning, esteemed Speaker of the House and other members of the House. Allow me to pose a question to begin this address. Which word is constantly misspelt? The answer, of course, is incorrectly. Madam Speaker, I, Brielle Williams, stand before you today with a profound gratitude and duty as the newly elected and sworn-in Premier of the Virgin Islands. I have the honor of presenting two constitutional changes that I believe will significantly benefit the territory and contribute to its development. I recognize that this is my first budget address, and my foremost responsibility as Premier is to lead the people of the Virgin Islands into a new era of prosperity. I stand before you today with the utmost respect and determination to uphold this responsibility. Madam Speaker, my task is both simple and complex. It is to build upon the success of the Virgin Islands. Our ancestors began this process, and it is our responsibility to continue this process of advancement. Firstly, I propose the introduction of the free healthcare. Access to healthcare is an essential indicator of people's quality of life. Despite the myriad advancements in healthcare technology and increasing numbers of clinics and hospitals available, many individuals need help to afford medical care or health insurance. Free healthcare would provide medical services to all citizens regardless of their ability to pay. This initiative would be funded through taxes. The government will allocate $30 million annually to fund this program. Secondly, I propose a duty-free waiver on baby products. This would provide for a broader range of baby products, including diapers and food, which may need to be more readily available within the territory. This would allow consumers to enjoy more excellent selection of products, driving competition and enhancing consumer welfare. Additionally, by importing these goods duty-free, distributors can lower the cost of goods, thus making the retail cost competitive. These proposed changes will be the responsibility of the legislative branch of government. The government will allocate $20 million annually to fund this program. In closing, I sincerely appreciate the Madam Speaker and honorable members and all present for your kind attention. May God continue to bless the Virgin Islands and its people.
Thank you, Honorable. I now call upon the clerk.
Item number 4, other business.
Yes. I recognize the member for the 3rd District, Honorable Julian Fraser.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to first commend the teacher at Ebenezer Thomas Primary for coming up with this initiative. And you too, Madam Speaker, for gracing their presence here in this honorable house. I can play ignorant, I could play dumb. But when you asked, Madam Speaker, if it was appropriate for you to host this gathering here today, you never told me what school it was. But I nonetheless said to you that I think it is. For several reasons, Madam Speaker. We want to appear to the public to be a part of you. We want to appear to the public that there's nothing mysterious within these walls. Except for one thing, I want to warn you kids that came in here this morning making statements not to make them on the street. Because in here you have immunity. So just remember that. Anyone asks you if you said so-and-so, you say, when? What? Me? I don't remember. I noticed that I'm sitting here and my colleague here got up and he was talking about the woes of the water situation in the territory. So he said some districts. He didn't say the 3rd district. And former 2 speakers were free to say whatever they felt. One said the roads going to Pacoot Pond are so dangerous and disgusting, but Pacoot Pond is in my district. If I was sitting here, you wouldn't say that. Another one mentioned the incinerator. That's in Pacoot Pond, my district again. So they would couch their language in such a way when we sit next to ministers and in here, we're not really friends. So when the opposition get up and start to talk to the minister, you tell him you're speaking nonsense. I don't agree with you, but I wouldn't do that to you. I want to commend you all for the courage. This being the first, you will never forget. There will be more. Trust me, there will be more. And I will be very disappointed if I don't see other schools emulating and even surpassing what you've done today. I won't be around long enough to notice which or how many of you end up in this house. That would be some years from now, I would imagine. The oldest of you might be 13 or, I'm sorry, somewhere around there, or no. And that's some years down the road. But it would be interesting to know how many of you has aspirations for being representatives. The pay is not good, really, but that would be up to you to decide what it would be in the future. So, Madam Speaker, those few words, I just want to let you know how really my heart is filled. And the future looks bright. I'm sure that there was no compensation for you coming here, right? No, the teacher didn't have to pay you to come. And I'm sure that all of you came willingly. You were well prepared. And now that you've seen how it works, well, you wouldn't be coming back unless you do it in high school. But I guess the following class, if you do the same thing, you'll be even better prepared. So thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable. I now recognize the Minister for Education, Honorable Shari D. Castro.
And good morning to my honorable colleagues, my very young honorable colleagues in the House of Assembly this morning. I'm elated and I'm smiling. My heart is smiling because I was able to sit and see you amazing young people speak about your dreams and aspirations for the Virgin Islands. It was even more touching when I sat across from this young lady in front of me because, you know, today's International Women's Day, and the most females or women that we have ever had in the House of Assembly elected would be 3, right? And I'm sitting among 6 of us. I include Honorable Smith and myself. So this is in itself groundbreaking. We have the Speaker and we have the Attorney General. So there are technically 5 women in the House, which is the largest that we've ever had. But we've never had a female premier either. So we've had young women stand here today speaking as the premier of the territory. And I believe that one day we will begin to see that come to reality. But overall, teacher, I want to acknowledge you for taking this initiative. We've been speaking about STEAM and how we provide opportunities for experiential learning, how we allow children to actually touch and feel and see. And I believe in terms of social studies and civics and history, this is by far the most esteemed opportunity for any child to be able to sit in the seats that we sit in. So that's my seat right there in the House. I'm sitting on the opposition today, but I'm hoping that I remain on that side for a while longer. But teacher, truly, this is exemplary. It was so amazing that I asked my PS, my acting CEO and DCO, to run across and come and get to experience some of it for themselves as well. So Madam Speaker, Clerk, Deputy Clerk, Sergeant of Arms, thank you so much for facilitating this for the students of the territory. I believe you're going to end up getting tired because when the photos come out and pause and see what you did here today, you're going to have to figure out how we're going to manage these sit-ins with all sit-ins to give the students an opportunity. But overall, I'm truly elated today, and I want to express my gratitude to the principal and staff of the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School, and overall to you amazing students of grade 5. Amazing job, well done, and I look forward to the amazing things that you'll do in the future. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. I now recognize the Junior Minister for Tourism and Culture, Honorable Luce Hart-Smith.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Good morning to everyone. Esteemed honorary members here today in this special sitting of the House of the 15th House of Assembly. Oh gosh, I won't be here, but I know that today is a very special day for you. I am also so proud of you, as all the other members that are here today, in your presentations. Excellent presentations, really, really interesting topics that you brought forward. And the thing about it is, you were fearless. Yeah. You said them. You said what you had to say. And that is so heartwarming for me, because in most societies, people don't speak up. They don't participate. But I am so happy to see you here today. I know it's part of your school exercise, but you dressed the part. Yes. You were here on time, and you really took this exercise and this assignment serious. So I just want to commend you for doing a job well done. So give yourselves a round of applause. We don't do it in the House, but today's a special occasion. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to extend commendation also to the Speaker, for it was her initial idea, because I think the school reached out to the Speaker just to go to the chambers and to visit. But her idea was to bring you here. And I think this is so wonderful. I think you get to sit in the seat, you get to feel what it's like, And I want you to remember this day because you just don't know what your future will hold. You just might be here. You might be here. And also for the teachers of the school for preparing you for today. Wonderful job as well. I am also heartwarmed for today because our future is bright with all of you. And that's a good thing. Because sometimes there's so much negativity around us that we wonder and we ponder, Lord, who's going to take over? But, you know, I remember an older person always said, never worry. The future is bright because there's always somebody that's going to step up. And I look forward to, I may not remember your names. I may not be here, God's will. But if I am, I will look out for one or each of you or all of you to be in this seat today. Job well done for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. I now recognize the Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Ronnie Skelton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank for welcoming me to the first session of the 15th House. I am now 100 and something years old. Madam Speaker, I want to join my other colleagues and thanking the teachers of Ebenezer Thomas Primary School and the parents and you yourself, Madam Speaker, and your team for putting on this session here this morning. I did all I could to be here, and I am here, so that is good. I will be 100 and something. Do you know how much you will be? But I am happy, and Madam Speaker, I will ask the teachers to print what these young people said today and put it in a folder, put it in a file, make it a permanent thing so that they can have it. So when they get to high school and in fifth form, fourth or fifth form, they're able to look back and see if the problems are the same or any progress was made. Because the topics that they mentioned, Madam Speaker, healthcare, education, roads, water, they all topical things that are happening today, and they need to be fixed. And the thread that I heard throughout is healthcare, and healthcare is extremely serious. You can't try to have it when you need it. You have to build it way in advance. So, you know, I hope my colleagues who are here are listening, and they understand that you know, these topics are serious topics, and you need to have them on time, not when you need it. It's too late when you need it. So, Madam Speaker, again, I would like to join you and join these young people. And the Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports said they have 5. But Madam Speaker, at the first session, the first sitting, I saw 8 females. And you and the clerk would have made the 10th. So it shows that the young people, the females especially, doing the things that needs to be done to manage the affairs of our country. Because if somebody doesn't do it, we're going to have serious problems. So I congratulate again the teacher from Ebenezer Thomas, the staff of the Ministry of Education, and you again, Madam Speaker, for this auspicious occasion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. I now call upon the clerk.
For adjournment. Adjournment.
Honorable Skelton, may I ask you to move the motion? Do we have a second? Thank you. Honorable members, a motion has been moved and seconded that the House be adjourned sine die. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. The motion is passed. This House is now adjourned. Sign a die.